Hi everybody, this is Joey Panic here with What's Trending, and listen, it's fall. Like, we are in October and there's a nice cool crispness in the air, the season's happening, we can smell cinnamon and apple and pumpkin spice. Like, this is my favorite season.
Joey, it's 89 in Florida.
Yeah, I know, it's really, really hot in here. I can't keep it up any longer. These are the jokes. So listen, here's what's happening. We're in a shutdown. I don't know, I don't really like to get into politics, but it's unavoidable because we're in a shutdown. Government people can't go to work, but they're not getting paid, so they're not happy. So here's the deal, right? When I was a kid, if I had a test coming up, I'd tell my parents, like, I don't think I can make it to school. And then they'd let me stay home and I could avoid the whole thing. I kind of feel like that's what's happening now. Like, the government had a little cough because they didn't want to deal with a test. And so they're staying home, except they're taking all of us home with them. And I don't know about you, but I don't want a day off with the government. Just put your big boy pants on and go to work. My brother is furloughed. He can't go to work and they're not going to pay him. And if he goes to work, he could be jailed. So, mandatory vacation without pay. Jimmy Kimmel actually had a great video where he'll go out and do Man on the Streets, and he will ask people their opinion between two things, but those two things are actually the same. So he asked people if they preferred Obamacare or the Affordable Health Care Act, which is hysterical because they're the same thing.
And what is it about Obamacare that you do not like?
I just think that there's a lot of holes in it and it needs to be revamped. I think hasn't been thought out.
You think the Affordable Care Act is a better plan than Obamacare?
Better, but I'm not happy with that either.
I'm telling you, just attach a name to something, attach a political name to something, and people have opinions. I have an expression I like to use. Opinions are like Lulu. They might be just fine at home, but they're quite unfriendly in public. Does that work? I mean, she's lovely at home, but she's not so nice in public. I don't like talking about government because there's one guy on my YouTube who's like, stop talking about government. I'm like, who asked you? Thanks for the click. All right, so there's been this recent trend in YouTubers where they will perform public pranks. And some of them are funny, but lately they've taken a turn toward, like, they perform crime on people and then, we all laugh. And finally, one crowd said enough is enough. And the way they did was with an old 5-finger punch.
It's a joke, man.
Don't ever come around here ever again.
Honestly, like, I'm a fan of Candid Camera from way back, but those pranks were like, you know, ooh, the mailbox started talking to somebody. But like, these pranks aren't nice. All they do is just upset people, and then those people will go upset people. Can we all just agree to stop watching these public pranks? It reminds me of The Inquirer. Like, I don't understand how The Inquirer is still on the shelf. With all the money they have to fork out in lawsuits, like, the only way they're making money is because you're buying them. So stop buying The Inquirer. Like, you want to know about The Inquirer? I'll make up 100 headlines. You can just give me $1.75. Seriously. I'm getting a little preachy. Somebody call Whitney Houston the preacher's wife. I believe in miracles. All right, there is a Spanish soap star named Paco Leon, and Paco made a deal that if he got 1 million Twitter followers, he would post a nude picture. I think we have the picture. Huh. You gotta wonder, is this an outcry for attention, or is this a brilliant idea? I mean, listen, I've kind of got a Will Ferrell nudity thing going, where like, I'm hairier than you think I'm gonna be, and I have an odd-shaped belly. And I gotta think, aiming for 1 million Twitter followers might be a little lofty. So how about just like a nipple for 10,000? Can we just agree to compromise? See, government, that's an example of compromising. Give a nipple and get 10,000 followers. Avoid the shutdown, go to work. In this week's Essentials, I would like to bring back an old relic from the 70s and 80s. Meet the rotary phone. Now kids, if you don't know what a rotary phone is, this was the phone that was in everyone's home. It was either this, the desk model, or you had a nice wall mount. Now, the thing about the rotary phone is that this shit is pretty heavy, and it can do quite a bit of damage. I will not lie that when my brothers would come too close to me when we were in a fight, I would grab the phone, and this cord can stretch to mammoth lengths, and I would just start, I would get that thing going. I was pretty much a ninja with the rotary phone. Now, here was the issue with the rotary phone. If you wanted to dial, you would just dial and wait. There's not a sweeter sound. But here's the problem. If you had a 9 or a 0 in your phone number, it took forever to call. You're like, how about calling 911? It's like, hi, I'm sorry, I'm dead before the 9 even returns. And then you're dead. This was a weapon too. Like, let's not forget, the base of the phone could kill. This was merely like, this would stun you, but this would be the thing that would knock you out. I'm not advocating that, but I'm just letting you know. We all had a weapon in our homes in the 70s and 80s. We didn't even know. That shows you how peaceful things were. So there you go, kids. Meet the rotary phone. All right, and now I will leave you with a dancing chihuahua.
Ana María Madea, y Rosalía no me quiere. Me he dado cuenta de que estaba enamorado y el amor que me ha jurado mi corazón no lo tiene.
Why don't you do that? You could do that. She actually does her own little rendition at home. It's real cute.
Ana María Madea, y Rosalía no me quiere. Me he dado cuenta de que estaba enamorado y el amor que me ha jurado mi corazón no lo tiene.
All right, people, so that's it. That's what's trending. And think about the 10,000 views. I'm just saying, it'll be good for you, it'll be good for me. I mean, it should be said that we had one wall mount in our kitchen, and my brothers, I have 3 older brothers, and we would take turns using the phone, and there was a closet off of our kitchen where you could have privacy. Incidentally, it was our Tupperware closet. Oh, we'll get to Tupperware in future episodes. And you would wheel your chair into the Tupperware room, and the cord would stretch so far that when it did come back again, it was just one big ball, one big mass of phone cord. Like, why don't they make more things out of phone cord material? We could have entire homes, because I really feel like they would survive national tragedy.